Good evening, everyone. God bless you. Thank you for being with us tonight, both in Vista at Dennis's home and those on the broadcast. Sana Kamara gave me a beautiful teaching earlier today, which I'd like to share with you. Love is the greatest power in the universe. It is the power that co-creates. It is the power that holds everything together in the universe and within ourselves. Just as the Christ is the way, the truth, and the life, so love is the way for the truth and the life to exist. Because love holds the universe together and holds us together, both figuratively and literally, we should study this wonderful virtue of love. Figuratively, love is the co-creative power that formed us in our mother's womb, through our father's seed and our mother's egg. Literally, love manifests through our beautiful bright red blood cells, which are alive in our bloodstream. This is God's river of life within us. Where there is love, there is light. Where there is light, there is faith. Where there is faith, there is hope. And where there is hope, all possibilities exist and miracles can happen. Thus, love is the requirement, the prerequisite for miracles. Men and women's love for each other, coupled with God's love, co-creates the cosmic potential for any possibility, even for miracles, to manifest. Love allows us to evolve. If we have no love, we are not evolving. When we have divine love in our hearts, we naturally evolve beautifully. In fact, the letters of love are in the word evolve, backwards. Recently, beloved Babaji gave a teaching through me on the requirement for us to manifest a higher level of love and a higher level of forgiveness. This is love and forgiveness of our enemies. He said that we should consciously choose to love and forgive our enemies even more than we love and forgive our friends, our loved ones, and ourselves. Why? Because this level of radical forgiveness and ruby love will help heal and save our planet, our civilization. If we don't have true love in our hearts, we really aren't a civilized society or a civilization at all. A civilization is built on the love of every citizen within it. To be civilized, we must know love. And to have a golden crystal age, Aquarian civilization, we must express divine love and all of its beautiful and myriad manifestations and virtuous expressions. Venusian love is the love that is expressed on the planet Venus, which is a highly evolved planet. And this love is pure love, accelerated love, ascended master love. Now, our scientists, astronauts, if they ever go there, will not see this civilization in 3D because being highly evolved and accelerated, it exists on a higher plane of being. Venus is a planet of love, and even our ancient mythologies speak of this. Venus herself is the goddess of love and beauty. And she is the feminine example of both this love and this beauty as an ideal, something that all of us, both women and men, can strive to realize within. Venus teaches us of perfect love, the love that casts out fear. Remember the scripture, perfect love casts out fear. And the love that saves even the most hardened of criminals, the most diabolical of demons. This level of love transforms in its perfection, in its bliss, in its divine patience and presence anyone who comes in contact with it, because this love is miraculous, transmutational, awesome. Think of when you have experienced the presence of perfect love in your life. Meditate on the state of being in which you were in, the consciousness that you perceived, and in that moment of sacred connectedness, were allowed to experience. How did that make you feel then? And remembering it, how does it make you feel now? Does this feeling within your heart and maybe your soul and your memory body accelerate your consciousness, your mindfulness, your joy, and even your creativity? To truly be a creative artisan and someone who can co-create with God, you must love. You must love. You must love. Love must abide, resound, vibrate, and accelerate in spirals of magnificence within your heart. Beloved Lady Master Nada gave a beautiful heart stream through me recently that tonight I was privileged to final edit, and it is now up on our website for all to read and study. And she spoke of the dynamic of the art of love and givingness and creativity. She said all true art is about love. And love encourages us to give, because love must be expressed. And so all true lovers are artists. And artists who are connected with their divine self naturally express love in what they create and offer the planet, the universe, and all life through their artistic expressions. She shared how within the flame of love and of every ray, all the colored rays, is a white fire core. And within that core of the white light, all the colors exist. And so no matter what ray you feel that you serve on, if you focus on the white fire core within that color, you'll have all the colors. And you can manifest the blue aspect of love if you're serving on the pink ray, the yellow aspect of love, the green aspect of love, the violet aspect of love. And then incorporating all the rainbow aspects of whatever ray you're serving on, you fulfill all of the rays within that ray. And it's a beautiful thing. Love is the order of the day. Now, we may not think that love is something that orders our life, because order is like a Blu-ray aspect of something that's kind of regimented or organized. Yet, when we allow love to be the order of our day, guess what? Everything happens magically, magnificently, miraculously, and mysteriously, because God is within that order through the flame of love. So this love that is the new order of the day is the new order for the next cycle of evolution of ourselves and mankind, the next cycle of spiritual awakening, the next cycle of personal and planetary evolution resulting in the ascension. Ascension by ascension, as we individually rise and evolve and self-realize to be our true Buddha nature, we are helping the planet to also rise, be illumined, and ascend. We ascend daily as we express love. Remember this, we ascend daily as we express love. A part of us, through that expression of love, rises. We transmute the physical atoms and cells of our being into a higher atomic structure, vibration, and frequency. We accelerate our ascension when we consciously practice divine love. When we are devotional and adore God and the God light within everyone, everything, within the entire creation itself. And of course within ourself, in a non-egoic way. When we are devotional, we open the door within us for light and love to flow to the entire planet. Because through the open door of our hearts, God and the angelic kingdom and the wonderful ministering servants of heaven are able to project these higher frequencies through our chakras, because we are open to heaven's graces. To be a Christ, we must master perfect love through a balanced threefold flame, love, wisdom, and power in this tripartite flame in the secret chamber of our hearts, and by mastering the 7 rainbow rays. This is the definition of a Christed one who has balanced love, wisdom, and power in the center of their being and their hearts, and has mastered the initiations of the 7 rainbow rays. Has walked the path over many lifetimes, put on that sacred garment like Jesus did as Joseph, who wore the coat of many colors. This was a sign of his mastery of the 7 rays, even as the Old Testament Joseph, who helped save his brothers, was sent to Egypt. They didn't know he went to Egypt. They thought he was dead. He was saved, became a favorite of the Pharaoh, interpreted the dreams, was set up in Egypt to help that civilization, saved grain for the lean 7 years, and then when his brothers came because they were seeking help from Egypt, they didn't recognize him at first, and then he revealed himself. That was a prior incarnation of beloved Jesus. And even in that life, he manifested the mastery of the 7 rainbow rays. He had the coat, the colorful coat of many colors. His Father gave it to him as his favorite, because the Father recognized that he had that mastery. To be a Buddha, we must master ruby love through the mastering of the 5 crystal rays, which represent our understanding of the feminine aspect of God as mother. When we master the 5 crystal rays, we are in harmony with our soul and the mother light within us. We have balanced the alpha and the omega principles and frequencies. We are becoming more androgynous. The Buddha loves the mother, and the mother loves the Buddha. They form a perfect Tai Chi of Alpha Omega love. By various spiritual teachers and avatars and messengers bringing an understanding of Buddhism and of the Eastern teachings from India and China and Tibet, Burma, Nepal, to the West, these beings have helped to reconnect us with the Mother, to get in touch with the feminine part of our being through our soul. And by reconnecting us to the Mother, this allows a doorway to be opened to our Buddha nature, just as the Son of God opened the doorway to our Christ nature. The Divine Mother opens the doorway for us to know and experience and become our Buddha nature. Within that Buddha nature, we experience God's self-realization. Not the realization of our human self, the realization of our divine self. So we say God self-realization or divine self-realization. We can realize many things while upon earth from the human vantage point. We can become rich and famous and have all kinds of things materially. That type of realization is not divine self-realization. It could be a doorway to it if we are not attached, yet God's self-realization is true becoming, oneness, through stillness, by meditation, entering the great silence, feeling God's presence always, knowing the eternality of beingness that has always coexisted within us, which we now understand, we know, we feel, we grok, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. All of these combined into one experience. When we grok something, we know it at every level of our being. It's incorporated and assimilated deep within us, and it remains there as an energy of self-realized consciousness. When you enter higher states of self-realization and divine consciousness, that energy accrues to your causal body and remains available for you to tap into in your meditation practice week after week, day after day, for you to re-experience the God light and to have a deeper and deeper level of communion and holy communication with your presence, with your Ascended Master sponsors, your guardian angel, anyone in the universe that you so choose to collaborate and communicate and cooperate with. There is no separation between us and our godhood and with any other person within their godhood, because our Buddha natures are part of the same eternal all Buddha nature and the all consciousness of the all Buddha. The universal awareness, the omnipresence, omniscience, and omnipotence of God, the Eternal One, the Creator, the Source. When we enter the source field of beingness through meditation and a constant practice of presence and maintenance or maintaining that state of awareness throughout our day, we have access to all light, all virtue, all knowledge and wisdom, all truth, because we've opened that doorway through the nexus of our hearts, the Christ, and the nexus of our higher mind, the Buddha. Opening these doorways of the heart and the higher mind allow us to experience our Christic nature, our Buddhic nature, and through the base chakra, our mother nature. And so the mother at the base, the Christ at the center of the heart, and the Buddha at the crown all work in consonance together to allow us to experience the perfect balance of Father Alpha, Mother Omega, giving birth to the Christ, light in the heart. And expanding that light through then all of the chakras to give birth within the earth of a new solar civilization, a divine culture of love, this higher Venusian love, yet now it's earth love, it's Terra love, it's Gaia love. Because our planet has to experience its own transformation, and every civilization, every culture must come into this new divine standard of beingness in the golden age awareness, whereby following the golden rule, we together are becoming one. We are already one in our higher self. We are remembering and self-realizing it again through our spiritual disciplines, our practices, our community efforts, our co-creative work. This is the message of Sanakumara through me tonight. And Dennis, if anyone has a question, I would love to be able to assist if I can.
I think we're kind of in awe and stunned by this great revelation. Boris, do you have a question for Sanakumara? Angela? I think there's a lot to take in, and a lot of inner understanding and grokking is taking place as it's being downloaded and assimilated.
Okay.
Thank you so much, David, for your
Well, thank you, and I can feel.
And
Thank you, Dennis. I can feel myself there in the room with you all, and you could meditate on the beautiful images of Sanakumara and Venus, which you may have done before I came on, and just allow your eyes to be open to drink in the essence of what Marius Michael George captured in those images of this perfect Venusian love, and let it just be assimilated into your cells and assimilated into your heart, your organs, your chakras, your soul, your heart, your mind, your throat chakra, everything, and just feel one with Venus, the planet, and the evolutions on Venus, to know this beautiful, beautiful divine love. And then let us, throughout this coming week, especially at Thanksgiving in just 2 days, try to express through that gratefulness and Thanksgiving spirit love. Let's put aside all political stuff, not talk about politics or negativity of any kind. Keep within your family and your family culture, try to keep everyone up, raise the consciousness of everyone and allow them to enjoy the experience of what Thanksgiving is, which really is about celebrating love in a powerful new way. Now, Jesus is coming tomorrow during our morning broadcast, because I will be traveling with Mona on Thursday, actually pretty close to where you all are, to visit her family, and I'll be very close to you soon, physically, those of you in Vista, in that region. And, there's been a lot of small little earthquakes in California along the San Andreas Fault, and we're going to work on this while we're there, as well as just being that love that holds the balance, that maintains peace, that sustains the civilization and the culture as it should be, rather than maybe as it is now. So, thank you for being there. Is it possible for me to see all you just for a little bit with your camera, your webcam, and then I can just send love to everyone there? There you are. I see Boris. Well, I see 5 of you. Thanks for being there. I love you all. And happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. And all our friends up there. Patricia Murphy, too.
Okay. Hopefully you can meditate now, because I came in at the beginning of your time. So thanks for accommodating me.
God bless.